Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of July 7 reveal some twists and turns. Fans can expect Claire, Grace, Newman, Haley, Aaron to get some comfort from Holden, Novak, Nathan, Owens. Meanwhile, Victor Newman, Eric Breton could plan a bold move with Adam Newman's Mark Grossman help. Keep reading, and let's talk about what is coming up in the CBS soap opera. Cole Howard's death. Fans watched as Cole Howard, J. Eddie Peck, said goodbye to Claire and Victoria Newman. Amelia Heinel. After the mother and daughter returned home, Victoria sobbed her eyes out. Meanwhile, Claire was resting. Victoria will need someone to lean on, too, especially with most of her family out of town. Could we see Victoria reconnect with Nate Hastings, Sean, Dominic? They did recently have an apology and catch-up session. As the pain and reality become clearer, Claire will look for someone to lean on. The blonde might try to leave some more messages for Kyle, Abbott, Michael Mealer. The only reason Claire isn't freaking out over Kyle not returning her calls is because nobody on that trip can be reached. Not even Victor and Nikki Newman. Melody Thomas Scott. However, Claire is grieving and has already shown to have severe panic attacks. So, Holden will likely once again support Claire. After all, that was one of the names on Kane Ashby's Billy Flynn list. Adam Newman's red alert. Over with Adam. He will arrive in nice to drop critical information for Victor. When Adam gives Victor the information about all the real estate being bought up, including GCAC, Adam will also share with Victor about Chelsea Lawson's Melissa Claire Egan disturbing conversation with Kane. Now the guests will find out that Kane left them all there while returning to Genoa City, and they will want to know why. Victor Newman's The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Victor came to Nice with a plan already in mind, so Adam's information could have Victor making a bold move right away. What else to expect? The week of July 7th might also have Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford interrogating Kane. There might also be some developments with Chance Chancellor's Connor Floyd investigation. Kane thinks someone will try to kill him by the end of the trip. With Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers handling those knives, he could end up a prime suspect. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most during the week of July 7, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. Of course, here's a creative, spoiler-style article. Approx. 2,000 words in a single continuous narrative paragraph format, as you requested. For The Young and the Restless early week spoilers, July 7th to 11th, Claire's comforter. Victor and Adam's bold move. In the sizzling Genoa City heat of early July, the tension crackles like static as secrets and shifting alliances pave the way for an explosive week ahead on The Young and the Restless from July 7th to 11th, where pain finds unexpected solace, and power plays threaten to rip family ties asunder, beginning with Claire Grace, who, still reeling from Jordan's manipulations and her tumultuous journey from villain to victim to tentative family member, finds herself crumbling under the weight of guilt and fear in the early hours of Monday's episode, clutching a steaming mug of coffee at the Abbott mansion, lost in thought as memories of her captivity and her fragile bond with the Newmans swirl in her mind. But before despair can fully swallow her, it's none other than Harrison who innocently toddles in, blanket dragging, and with a simple childlike question about monsters being gone forever, unknowingly becomes Claire's unexpected comforter, sparking a tender, bittersweet moment where she kneels down and promises him that monsters can't hurt him anymore. Though it's clear to the audience and to Kyle, who witnesses the exchange from the doorway, that Claire is talking as much to herself as to Harrison, setting the stage for a complicated emotional arc as Kyle, torn between sympathy and wariness, confides in Summer that while Claire may have a gentle side, he can't ignore how many lives she almost destroyed, even as Summer, moved by witnessing Claire's soft-spoken vulnerability, pushes Kyle to give her cousin a second chance. All while Nikki keeps a close, suspicious eye, ready to pounce if she detects any relapse into the darkness. And across town, Victor Newman, ever the puppet master, cum benis attensi, hush hush, meeting with Adam at society's back patio where shadows dance across their faces, the patriarch, exuding his trademark mix of charm and intimidation as he lays out a daring, possibly dangerous scheme to reclaim a controlling stake in Chancellor Winters. Determined to wield influence over not just his own empire but the entire Genoa City business landscape. And although Adam initially bristles, wary of getting sucked into another of Victor's tangled webs, He's lured in when Victor dangles the prospect of elevating Adam to the top position at Newman Enterprises, an offer that scratches Adam's eternal itch for validation and power. And as they clink tumblers of bourbon in a silent, charged toast, it's clear that father and son are in lockstep, for none aware that Victoria, having grown tired of playing second fiddle to her father's whims, eavesdrops from a nearby table and vows to derail their plans, determined not to let Adam waltz into the Newman throne room without a fight. While over at Crimson Lights, Sharon sits with Mariah and confesses she's been feeling an unsettling sense of déjà vu lately, haunted by dreams that involve dark water and whispering voices, hinting perhaps at a brewing storyline involving either her past traumas or even the lingering shadow of Cameron Kirsten insists on helping her mother seek clarity, though Sharon waves her off, insisting she's simply stressed. But viewers can sense there's more lurking under the surface, and as the week rolls into Tuesday, Claire tries to channel her gratitude for the Abbott family's kindness into helping Summer at Marchetti, though Phyllis, lurking like a hawk around every corner, openly questions whether Claire can be trusted around sensitive company information, sparking a sharp mother-daughter clash as Summer defends Claire's right to rebuild her life, and Phyllis seethes, determined to dig into Claire's records and possibly manufacture leverage to keep her daughter safe. While meanwhile, Chelsea returns to town, vibrant and glowing after her time away, only to be blindsided when she discovers Adam might be sliding back under Victor's control, and despite telling herself she's done trying to save Adam from himself, she finds herself drawn into his orbit again, challenging him in the park in a tearful, fiery exchange where she reminds him how easily Victor's approval turns to betrayal. Though Adam insists this time will be different, even as he struggles with inner conflict that becomes more pronounced when he sees Sally Spectra at Glam Club, dazzling in a crimson dress, laughing with Nick Newman, which stirs up a potent cocktail of jealousy and longing in Adam that threatens to upend his business focus. And back at Newman Enterprises, Victoria calls a secret strategy session with Nick, who admits he doesn't like Adam but questions whether declaring war on Victor is the right move, leaving Victoria frustrated by her brother's constant fence-sitting. And while they bicker over loyalty and legacy, Nate Hastings swoops in, offering himself as Victoria's ally, insisting he has inside knowledge about Victor's financial maneuvers that could blow up the Chancellor Winters acquisition before it even begins. Though whether Nate can be trusted or whether he's still playing both sides remains tantalizingly unclear. And over in Chancellor Winters' sleek offices, Devon and Lily find themselves blindsided when a leaked rumor reaches the media suggesting Newman is plotting a takeover, sparking heated boardroom debates, with Billy Abbott pounding the table, eager for a corporate counterstrike, while Jill, dialing in from afar, urges caution, warning that a public war with Victor could tank their stock price and invite sharks, even as Lily grows suspicious about who inside the company might have leaked the news, casting sidelong glances at Billy, whose righteous fury sometimes masks his self-interest. And as Wednesday dawns, Claire has a poignant scene where she tries to visit Faith's horse at the ranch, only to be intercepted by Nikki, who icily informs her that not every part of the Newman property is hers to wander, delivering a blistering speech about how forgiveness is not the same as forgetting. And though Claire apologizes and retreats, viewers glimpse her standing alone in the stables, tears slipping down her cheeks as she whispers that she just wanted to do something good. And later that day, she's found by Nick, who softens toward her and insists she shouldn't give up on herself, showing that even within the fractured Newman clan, there are moments of grace. But as the emotional stakes rise, Victor and Adam's plot accelerates when they discreetly purchase a block of shares through shell corporations, putting Chancellor Winters on high alert and sending Devon into a spiral, worried the company his father founded will be torn apart. While back at Crimson Lights, Sharon's nightmares intensify, and she finally admits to Mariah that in the dreams she hears Cameron's voice whispering that he's not gone, a confession that horrifies Mariah and leaves the door wide open for a psychological thriller storyline that could bring back some familiar faces, or perhaps introduce a dangerous new threat. And on Thursday, Sally finds herself in a whirlwind when she discovers an anonymous investor wants to back her interior design firm with a sizable cash infusion, only to later learn through Chloe's frantic digging that the money might be linked to Adam, forcing Sally into a brutal decision about whether to cut off ties with Adam for good, or accept his hidden help and risk Nick's wrath. And as Friday approaches, the air grows electric as Victor calls a clandestine meeting in his office, laying out the final phase of the Chancellor Winters acquisition plan, revealing he's secured several board members' votes. But before he can move to execute the takeover, Victoria storms in, leveling an ultimatum that if he goes through with this, she resign from Newman and take her billion-dollar trust with her, throwing Victor into uncharacteristic uncertainty, while Adam looks back and forth between his father and sister, realizing he might be a pawn yet again. And over at the Abbott mansion, Claire, inspired by Harrison's innocent faith in her, gathers the courage to approach Nikki directly, apologizing for everything in a trembling voice and vowing to make amends every day of her life. And while Nikki remains cold, she hesitates a moment longer than before, perhaps signaling a faint thawing that might allow Claire to fully step into her place as a true Newman. And as the week closes, the pieces of Victor and Adam's bold move teeter on the edge. Alliances fracture, hearts break, and Genoa City stands poised for fallout that promises to redefine family bonds, corporate empires, and the delicate balance between forgiveness and revenge in ways no one, least of all the Newmans, can fully predict. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.